Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the prison called life. We are back again in the prison called life. Hope you guys are good in the prison called life. Now somebody asked me to make a video about MGTOW. Alright, so MGTOW, men going their own way. I think now most men are still on the MGTOW boat, because even though they might not be particularly aware that what they're doing is MGTOW, but they've essentially went their own way, in terms of relationships, in terms of marriage. Most men now, they don't want to marry, they don't want to do or take the traditional path that society has set out for them. And it makes a lot of sense, I mean, think about it. I mean, for most men, they'll work very hard to own what they have, They'll work hard most of their lives, get their own house, their own cars, get married, And you think maybe you trust this woman. Well, that's what you think. But then you guys end up getting divorced, and then she takes half of your shit, and it's very painful to see, because according to the stats, it said something like 70% of women initiate divorces. Maybe they're getting abused, in circumstances like that. It's fair, where maybe you might be getting abused and stuff like that. It's fair to initiate a divorce. But most men don't really benefit from doing what society asks them to do. I mean, men used to be known as providers and protectors, but now women can provide for themselves, so men don't need to play that role anymore. And in terms of protection, I mean, you can see a woman getting beat down in the street, and your first thought might be, let me jump in and help. But then you don't know if you're gonna get killed for it, or you don't know what's going on. You might see a woman getting attacked by her significant other, and then you try to intervene, and then you, as the man, you end up getting all the blame. And the woman that you tried to save from her getting a beat down might even say you started the whole thing when the cops come, because she's trying to protect her boyfriend or her husband. That these are the things that we see most of the time, whereby a man will try to step up and help a woman in danger, and it just bites him in the back. So men going their own way is a man basically saying, I don't want to provide and protect society anymore. I want to do my own thing, because quite frankly, I don't care about society, which is where the world is heading. I was watching this other video of a Russian soldier, a Russian soldier who was basically getting attacked by a drone, a Ukrainian drone. These military drones, how they operate them from like a control room. And these drones, they basically have like grenades and guns attached to them. This is what they use in war nowadays, in warfare. So this drone found this Russian soldier. I don't know if you guys saw that video. This drone found this. The video started with the Russian soldier just laying down there. I don't know if he was attacked prior, but he was just laying down there, and he was about to smoke his last cigarette, just looking at the drone, like staring at the drone, as he was about to light the cigarette. And as he started lighting his cigarette, the drone dropped an explosive on him. Like, this is on camera live, you can watch this. The drone dropped an explosive on him. Boom! It hit his like upper body, but he was still alive, surprisingly. But you can see that it's burned, like his leg is reddish and it's all burned. and shit like that. And then the job wasn't finished, you know. The job wasn't finished, so the drone proceeded to drop a grenade now under him. Like the drone literally went down and it put a grenade under him. Bro, and when that grenade exploded, it just blew him to pieces. Boom, just like that, he was done. Like, I was thinking, like imagine how effed up that is. Like being a soldier in this modern era, like for me it just seems stupid. Imagine dying for, I'm not dying for anybody, man. I'm really not. So like imagine dying such a painful death, and people are still going to be out there acting like everything is normal. They don't care about you. You just died for nothing. If you're a soldier, the people you work for, they don't care about you. Like military is not what it used to be. Now it's about money. Only it's not really about what it was meant for, which is defending your country, in case of trouble. Nowadays, people are just, they're using these military guys to pursue their own agendas in other countries. It has nothing to do with them getting attacked and them being able to defend themselves. So like trying to do what society wants you to do as a man, like it's a zero-sum game, man. Like you barely get anything out of it. If you're smart, you can also use society to your own benefit. That's it. But don't overextend yourself as a man, trying to play the hero and all of that stuff. You won't benefit anything and die like that soldier, the way he just died. And then they're gonna make you a little funeral there. After that, it's back to normal life. They're drinking, they're partying. They don't care about you, man. So like as a man, like you just, men, men are only loved just based on what they can provide, but and men are starting to figure that out. So I guess MGTOW is a way for men to choose themselves over society's needs, over women's needs, because even women, man, most women will only be there as long as you have something to bring to the table, but the minute you cannot provide for her, she's gone, man. She's gone. The minute things go wrong on your side, she's gone. So what's the point? Like honestly, what's the point? Because as a man, you can never be sure if people love you for you. It's very rare. Only maybe your mother could love you for you, but as a man, come on, man. The world is cold, man. You can't provide anymore. They're leaving your ass. So it's very important, man, for men to go the MGTOW way, to jump in the boat, because you have nothing to lose, but when you try to be the hero and you do, you gotta deal with society on your own terms. That's all I'll say. Deal with society on your own terms. As a man, that's what you gotta do. Anyway, man, those are my thoughts on MGTOW. This is DeadMf and I'm signing out.